Between the last lesson that we had a discussion on the first part of Mike Sermon's poem, Desiderata, I, I had picked up Galsworthy's Justice. And lo behold, that's again, I found that in his book, justice is also to be tempered by emotion. So law, there is there is justice, there is law, but there's somewhere bit of emotion uh, is important. So that kind of balance that uh, the poet talks about in this poem is echoed in so many pieces of work, right? All right, we'll move on to our fifth stanza. We had stopped with the fourth. The fifth stanza starts lines 27 to 33. I'm sure you marked it by now. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. Very, very pithy, these lines, yes? Take kindly the counsel of years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. One will grow old. You can't stop time, can you? Yes, your hair will turn grey. It has to. That is the natural progression of life. Accept it, move along, and believe you me, each phase of life is one of enjoyment. Each phase of life has its own charm and peculiarities that you can cherish forever. So drift with life, drift with a purpose, not aimlessly. Drift along in this stream of life, because life will move along. One will move from childhood to youth to middle age and then to being old. But that is the natural cycle of life. And take kindly the counsel of years, gracefully surrendering. So as you grow old, you will have a more uh, calmer thoughts, more serene dreams. Accept it. Don't try to pretend to be a 20-year-old, which one will never be. I'm sorry, speaking for you, don't try to be a 6-year-old, which you will not be anymore. But it's so wonderful that you were 6 and you enjoyed. So wonderful now that you're 16, 17, 18. There are different beauties of life that you are experiencing and taking your life forward. Yes, accept it, move along. Don't rue the past. Don't regret. Don't rue what is gone. What is gone forever. Carry the memories with you, but move ahead. Right? That is the thought. Don't rue. No regrets. Move ahead. Surrender as time has to move on. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in the sudden misfortune. That is very important, yes. Because, but do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Nurture strength of spirit. Here I would like to draw a distinction between spirituality and religion. I am not in any context talking about religion in this poem. Though I did mention about sermon, I did mention about religion. I'm not talking of religion, I'm talking of spirituality. There is a difference. Yes. You you don't have to keep praying to God to show that you are a good person. You can do it in action, you can do it in deeds. Because what you do is also serving the Almighty, right? So, spirituality is the goodness of spirit. How spiritual you are does not mean how religious you are. No, definitely not. You're spiritual, and even an atheist can be a spiritual person, because spirituality is of the spirit, not of display and uh, general beliefs that people have about religion. That is not spirituality. So here, the strength of spirit, if you are strong within, if you have a conviction of purpose, if you know what you're doing is right, if you believe in yourself, you will be strong enough to face the upheavals of life, because there will be upheavals. But you have the strength within you, you have this love of others with you who will be your guiding force as well, right? But do not distress yourself with dark imagining. Don't always you know for think about the think about misfortune that is going to come. Don't be a negative thinker. Yes, do not distress yourself. What will be, ke sara sara. Let's not think of what is going to happen. Let's live in the present. Yes, remember, let us live in the living present. Again, taking a line from a poem. In the living present. Yes, our feet on the ground and God overhead. Again, like I said, or spirituality within us, a faith within us, a sense of goodness within us. Yes, and living in the present. Don't rue about the past. Don't have anxieties about the unknown future. Take the present, live in the present, make it beautiful. That is important. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. And beyond this wholesome discipline, yes, you must discipline your life. You must lead according to certain principles that you have, but don't make it so harsh that you are sacrificing happiness. Don't sacrifice happiness, because that is of utmost importance. This is your life. You need to be gentle with your life, because you need to make your life more beautiful. Yes, and life is beautiful, right? So be gentle with your life. Just as I talk to you takes me to this beautiful movie, Life is Beautiful. You know how the father made the life of his son in the concentration camp beautiful by making, what did he design? He designed this entire the episode into a game. At the end of it, there's a prize that he's going to receive, and the prize, at the end of it, though for the little boy it is a tank. Yes, it is real. We won it. That's what he says. If you haven't seen the movie, please go see it. Life is Beautiful. But what is it that the father actually gifts the boy? A gentleness. That is what I'm talking about. The gentleness is freedom, the gentle life of freedom. That is what he gives the boy. So life is beautiful. We have to make it so. Even amidst the pain and anxiety, we have to make our lives more meaningful and beautiful. So be gentle with yourself amidst the pain around. That is your fifth stanza. Move to the sixth. You are a child of the universe. Very important stanza. No less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Man has been built in the image of the God. If you believe in what our textbooks say, yes, each of us have got a rightful place in the universe, like the trees, like the flowers, like the rivers, like the mountains, like the numerous animals that abound this earth. We have a rightful place. This is our world. So I know I am where I'm supposed to be. Yes. And I'm going to make this world my own. That is important. Yes. So I keep quoting religious texts, but it's important at this point of time to remember that goodness is a quality of the Almighty. You can take the Almighty as like I said, a sun rays, or a piece of atom, or call him or her by whatever name. But that goodness is reflected in each one of us. We are not born sinners. We are born as spiritual, good human beings. We have our place on this earth Yes, everything here that we see around is been created by that same force. I'll call it force, created by the same force. So we have the right to be here. Nobody can take away our right to our presence here on earth. We are free to lead our lives the way we wish to. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it is. Yes, universe is unfolding as it is. Yes, everything, everything around, you see that the sun rises every 24 hours. After the cold winter, we get spring. The tree bears fruits. We pluck the fruits, and again the leaves grow. The natural phenomena of life continues around us. That is the eternal truth, and that truth is also belongs to us. Yes, we are also a part of that eternal truth. Yes, that it is as as it should be. Nothing is changed. Nature runs its course. Our lives will also run its course. Nothing can break it as long as we believe in the goodness of our heart and believe that we are an integral part of this world. Yes, that is important. Yes. So be at peace with what you see around. Be at peace with what your thoughts are. Be at peace of what you believe that force to be. But go on working, striving for to achieve what you wish to. I'm sorry, as I speak, I've probably moved on to the next stanza. So before I move on, therefore be at peace with God. It goes together, the sixth and seventh. And whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. Yes. So uh, you are loved. You're fortunate to be here on this earth. You are a perfect example of the love of creation. Yes. Never disbelieve that. Yes. So be at peace with God. God here again is that force. We are not religion. Please remember this, children. Not talking of only religion, we're talking of spirituality and goodness of heart that makes us good human beings. So be at peace with that force. Whatever you can, whatever you image, whatever structure you want to give that force, yes. But it could be your soul, it could be your heart, yes. So whatever you conceive Him to be, whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. Keep peace in your soul. That is what is extremely important here. Keep peace in your soul. So all around, what do you see? You see despair. You still see modern forms of slavery. You see dreams being shattered. Yes, all around. You see pain, you see discomfort, you see poverty, you see corruption, you see so much that causes causes immense agony, right? But amidst all this, there is one oasis of peace, and that is what you have within. Don't lose that. Retain your sanity amidst the chaos around. Be peaceful, be happy. Yes, keep the thought about benevolence and kindness in your heart, because that is what is important. Because remember, our world is beautiful, and it is for you and me together to preserve this beauty amidst the chaos around. And we can do it. we can do it. Yes, because goodness begets goodness, right? Work together, right? We move to the last stanza. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. So be cheerful and strive to be happy. Yes. So that's what I mean. Like I said, the last three stanzas go together, 6, 7, and 8. It all goes together. Yes, we have to remain cheerful. We have to remain happy because life depends, the beauty of life, the beauty of existence depends upon how we take life to be. And we'll not be affected by what we see around. We know it is there. Yes, when need be, we will help to ameliorate all the suffering and the pain. Yes, we are not going to close our doors and say this pain is not ours. We will share the pain. We will help in reducing the pain. We will help people in the time of need. We will stand shoulder to shoulder when it comes with our armed forces at the borders to fight away the, 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 those forces that go against our country. We will stand shoulder to shoulder with the medical profession. We'll stand shoulder to shoulder with the policemen on the streets to bear the pain that our country is facing at this point in time. We will not shut ourselves in this citadel that we have built, but our citadel we will not allow to crumble. Yes. We'll not allow that to affect us. We will preserve our equanimity, preserve the humaneness, preserve the beauty, the hope, the love that is perennial like the grass within ourselves, so that we are able to help everyone around to face the challenges that the world poses for us every new day. But like I said, every day is a new day. So we'll make it filled with love and hope, right? Yes, rational and emotional. You have to combine these two very, very closely, right? Uh, we'll move on to the questions. That's very important, the next phase. So give me a minute while I take out the questions for you. I have already kept it ready for you to uh, look at. So the first question is from the specimen paper. Analyze the poem Desiderata as a guide to live a meaningful life. Now you see, students, this is one question that you will have varieties with the same question: meaningful life, inspirational life, significant uh, meaning of our life. And everywhere you can begin at whichever point of the poem you want to, whichever point you want to, because all through but please do not write a summary, don't write a line by line explanation. Please take it from the stanza that you believe in. You could start with hope, you could start with the imagery of the grass, you could start with being yourself, you could start with you're the child of the universe. You could have different introductions, please, because the key word here is meaningful. What do you understand by meaningful? Meaningful is something which is of worth to yourself, worth to others. So all the numerous thoughts as depicted in the poem, from the very first stanza about not surrendering to powerful forces, speaking the truth, keeping in mind that there will be people who are not as lucky as you are, but taking them along, listening to each and every person along the path of your life. Remember that a journey is as important as the destination and the goal. So plan your life according to the dreams that you wish to achieve, because don't daydream, make your dreams a reality. So the plan is as important as the journey, is as important as your goal, right? That is And remember to be cautious. Remember to be cautious because fortunes, the wheels of fortune keep changing. So prepare yourself, be strong enough within you. You have all the qualities that will be strong enough to face the the tempest that comes your way, the storms that life throws at you, so that you strive, rise again, and face the world with hope and with love, because love is as perennial as the grass. Love is what reigns supreme, and love is what makes life beautiful. There will be moments of anxiety, there will be moments of loneliness, there will be moments of fatigue. You will not remain a child all your life. Youth will pass. You will move to being an old man or woman. Accept it. Each age has its own beauty. Live according to your age. Don't regret what is gone. Don't rue the past. And again, don't be anxious about the unknown future. The future will be as it is designed, but you can make the present meaningful and happy. And that, be yourself, because you are the child of the universe. You are where you rightfully belong, like the trees, the plants, and everything around. So that's how you will design your answer, keeping every aspect in your mind, right? So if you look at the second question, again, what I've just reiterated, what lifelong lessons can we take from Max Ehrmann's poem Desiderata? So here you don't start with life being meaningful, you start lifelong lessons. What are the lessons that one has learned? When we were children, we learned stories from Aesop's fables, from the Panchatantra. What did each of these stories have? A moral. Yes. So do we see this poem as a moral science lesson? You can begin with a rhetoric question like I have begun, and then develop your answer. Sounds good? All right. The next question. You're a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have the right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. So I've quoted the stanza 6. What is the first question? What is the central thought expressed by Max Ehrmann in the above quoted lines? You're the child of the universe, you have the right to be. Your rightful place in the universe. Yes. So this is only for 6 marks. So explain this stanza as you understand it, as the universe is unfolding each day, as the cycles that I explained to you. That will be your 6 marks. The next question. What does the poet tell us about God and his creation, the world? So here you're just going to take the God and interpret God the way you wish to interpret him or her, the force, a strong current of life, your soul, whatever. But here, the power of the Almighty, because each one of us is his image. That force has created us. So we are as forceful, right? If it is the same force, we are as forceful. If it is Almighty, we are as powerful. And if it is omnipresent, so are we. Our presence to be noticed, right? And this world is our playground. This is where we are born. This is where we die. But most important, this is where we are going to live our life with a sense of purpose. We will highlight it. 6 marks again. And then the last part, don't overlap. Relate the above thought to the theme of the poem and elaborate on its importance in the present context of our existence. So here, we are going to talk about what we see around, the despair, anguish, anxieties, and then relate to how we can create an oasis of peace within ourselves. That does not mean we isolate. Yes. I'm not talking of isolation in the present context. We don't isolate ourselves and say, doesn't matter what the pain the world faces, it is not our pain. No, we share the pain, but yet yet we are strong enough to withstand the storms of life, stand next to those in pain, and bring more beauty, more hope into our existence. Right. So I have actually uh, worked on these three questions, which more or less encompass all that you uh, you can possibly be asked to write your thoughts on. You know, while I was working on this poem, I came across an American radio disc jockey very early on. I think it was, I don't exactly remember, but it is believed to be as early as probably when disc jockey just came in the early 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. His name was Leslie Stein, an American disc jockey. So his spoken record, this was the first, this was one of the few. I want to end this lesson for you to hear a part of it. Later on, you can always look for it. I'm sure it's easily available. If I could find it, you all are technologically more savvy than I am. You all will be able to find it. But I definitely wanted to leave you with this, a beautiful piece of music. Listen in.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should.
Lovely, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Till next time, stay safe, be happy. Life is beautiful. Thank you.